Good day everyone. In this CBT, we will learn how the PME cell will provide its approval for RPP4 document and also how it will capture the observations of PME cell. Now RPP4 document, after its completion, it is sent by the PI to approval to the relevant authorities like HOD, PME cell, director or joint director, research, etc. When it comes to the PME cell, not only will the PME cell approve this document, but it will also provide its observations. So we will see how to do this in the system. Now currently I am in the login of the PME cell. You can see that there is a notification that this particular RPP4 document requires my approval. So to view more details, I will click on this notification. Here I can see the basic details such as the document type, the document number, what is the project title, etc. I can also see the objectives, the activity details along with the target details, percentage to be carried out, the scientist responsible, etc. I can also view the budgetary details and the team member information. The team member name and role can be viewed here. To view a more comprehensive information, user may also run the RPP4 report from the system. But currently, before approving this document, we will capture the observations of PME cell. To do that, click on view project form from the notification. As soon as we click on view project form, the document gets opened in the system. So here you can see that the document has opened, but we cannot modify this document at the time because the approval process is currently active. So you cannot make any modification to this document. No user, PI, co-PI or even anyone in the approving hierarchy can make any modification because currently the workflow process is active, the approval process is active. Currently this document is pending with the PME cell for approval. So no one can make any modifications or updations to this document. So click on OK. Here you can see this is the RPP4 document for which the notification we had opened, and now the PME cell has to capture the observations. For that it has to do basically 3 steps. As currently the approval process is active, we cannot update any information regarding this document. So we will halt the approval process for some time. Number 2, we will capture the observations of PME cell, and number 3, we will reinitiate the approval process. So firstly, to halt the approval process temporarily, click on project team info doc approval tab. This notice for the PI, click on OK. Here you can see that there is a stop button. As soon as I click on it, the approval process will stop. That means we are stopping it for some time so that we can capture the observations. So I will click on stop button, click on OK. This notice for the PI, click on OK. Now go back to project items tab. Here you can see that I cannot update any information which has been entered by the PI, but going on to the last article, this is observations of PME cell. As soon as I click on it, the project item detail becomes enabled. So the PME cell will click on this and then enter its relevant observations. So whatever observations you need to capture, you can capture them over here, and whatever you enter in this free text field will also be displayed in the RPP4 report output. After this, you may save the document by clicking on the save button. Now to reinitiate the approval process, again go back to project team info doc approval tab. This notice for the PI, click on OK. Here you can see this forward button. Now this forward button basically serves 2 purposes. Firstly, it will forward this document for approval to the next authority in the approval hierarchy. So for example, after the PME cell, if the director of the institute has to approve this RPP4 document, As soon as I click on this forward button, it will go to the director for approval. It will no longer remain pending with me. It will now be pending with the director for approval, and a notification similar to the one we had seen will come now to the director that this document requires your approval. So I click on forward button. The approval process has started, and again you can see that now as the approval process is active, I cannot modify this document at this time. Click on OK. OK. Another purpose clicking on forward button serves is that it also records the approval of PME cell. Because the PME cell has now forwarded the document, it in turn means that the PME cell has approved the document, and the time at which you click on the forward button, that timestamp is recorded as the time at which the PME cell approved this document. So by clicking on forward button, we have also given our approval and forwarded it to the next person in the approval hierarchy for approval. So I can close this window now. Now this notification becomes irrelevant as I have already approved this document. So I can click on home button. Here you can see that this RPPIV document has been forwarded to the director of the institute for approval. So in this CBT we learnt how the PME cell will approve the RPPIV document and how he will capture the observations of PME cell in the system. And with this, the CBT comes to an end. Thank you and have a good day.